Assalamualaikum and good evening. Today we like to discuss about the theme and the issue. For the last week video, we have choose the rabbit and tortoise to discuss in this week. My name is Cempaka Imani binti Cik Syafiee. My matrix number is EX03600.
My name is Najum binti Muhammad Zamri, EX03582.
My name is Aziza binti Maknum. My matric number EX03581.
So we like to start with the issue first. Mas Iza, would you like to start first?
Thank you, Cempaka. I would like to share for all of you about issue the story Rabbit and the Tortoise. Like before this, I have told about the story, which is the Rabbit and the Tortoise. Which the rabbit, I forgot to mention that the two both of the animal have their own name, which is the rabbit is Speedy and the tortoise steady. So the issue that I found from that story is Speedy thought that he was better than everyone else. He thought that everybody loved him because they always said how fast he was. But the issue is the Speedy was a very arrogant and everybody don't like him because he think that he can beat everyone. But from the story, the tortoise can beat him. So the other animal didn't like him very much. For example, like the mike didn't like him because they thought he was stupid. The fox didn't like him because he didn't listen to the jokes. So the issue of that story is that the rabbit believed that he will beat the tortoise in a race. So he takes a nap. So we can look at the issue, which is the rabbit is very arrogant and what I want to say it's relate to us that in our real life we cannot be so arrogant because everyone have their own level, which is have their own advantage and their own disadvantage. Okay, something like that.
Like the strong and weak.
Strong and weakness, sorry. So we cannot feel like we have our own level, which is we can downgrade people. So from this story, the issue is the Speedy, which is very arrogant and other animals don't like him. So that's my issue from the story.
Okay, thank
So
you, Mas
how
Iza.
about both of you?
So for my team, I choose the theme is, I think this theme is related to the story. Theme is never give up. The themes of the story, this is because I think the tortoise never give up even though the rabbit is fast actually, but the tortoise have a high spirits to win the race. How about you?
Okay, so I will talk about theme in the story. So the theme that I choose is slow and steady win the race. So steady means you move slowly, you move carefully, and you always move at the same speed. It can be used to describe people. So if a person is steady, it means they stay the same and they are someone that you can rely on. So if your parents are like steady people, it's a good thing because if you guys have a problem, you can talk with them and they will share your problem and they will hear your problem. So usually if they have a steady personalities, they probably have steady marriage as well. So the phrase slow and steady wins the race means if you are steady, if you move at the same pace, you are probably going to do better than if you run really quickly and then run out of energy. And if you recognize this story, then you will understand where this phrase come from. It is actually quite a common English phrase. analysis about the team?
I think the team that you choose is very good because Totis give us a lot of lesson. Even though he is slow and steady, he take that challenge to win the race. And the rabbit is, even though he think he will win, but he take a nap. So
And
lastly he lost the race. So what do you guys think about the issue?
The issue, I think the tortoise never give up, even though he know that he have the weakness which is so slow and steady. But we can take it as a lesson, even though we just slow steady, but if we never give up, we can get what we want. So
It's relate to our in real life. If we keep moving and keep positive, we will get success and what we want in our life. Same to rabbit. If we keep judging people and make negative comment to other people, we will get what we call negative feedback to ourselves lah. For the conclusions of this video, I would like to ask both of you, what do you guys get from this story?
Okay, for me, I think I get many lesson from this story, which is like I mentioned before this, like even though we know our strength, our weakness, but we don't
Judge people.
We cannot judge people or judge them, even though we know them, because we don't know their problem or their issue to settle up. But we just keep follow what we want to achieve, and I think this story was good for me because I learned many lessons. So how about you, Najwa?
tak ikat. Aku tak cakap apa ni. Tak boleh.
Saya cakap. So for me, I think the issue and the team, it is good if we take a challenge in ourselves to keep moving, to be a better person. What do you guys think?
I agree with you.
If we take a challenge, then we never know if we can do it or we lost or something like that.
But at least we try our
At least
best.
we try our best to win anything in our life, even a race with rabbit and tortoise or something we want to achieve. Najwa?
You want to add something, or you just want to conclude our video by tonight?
So I think that's all for our video.
That's all for us. The team is never give up and
Slow and steady wins the race. Wins the race.
And the issue?
And the issue is we cannot downgrade people on what their weakness.
So that's all from us.